Wagwan, what up, YouTube? How you living? Hope everybody's day and night has been and is going amazing. My name is Jaquan. My channel name Through Him. I get because through Him you'll conquer it all through the Most High. It has been already done every single time. And what my channel is kind of about is I come on here and just really not just give my opinions on things, but literally how things make sense to me. Maybe that is an opinion, but this is how life has began to present itself to me in the most healthy way it has been ever, and it has allowed me to increase the level of certain skills that I feel like as young men, as young adults, as individuals in society are things that we all need, understanding things that will allow us with proper time, dedication, and understanding of what they're about to proceed to levels bigger than we could ever imagine, right? I speak more on the side of people that I guess have struggled with overthinking, in the sense I'll never label us as anything but that. And just coming from thinking a lot to being okay with where I am and where I'm going has been a journey, still is a journey, bro. And I express how it's going and how things make sense, like I said, and how I have created ways of not just coping with, but feeling good about what's going on in the world with myself and the things around me, right? So what I want to hit on in this video is this developing this self-respect thing that you are going to need in order to reach levels that you didn't think were possible. Like I think that self-respect is another way to say I have been self-developed. I think that through the process of self-development is how we create a foundation for a lot of core principles that we, if we want to be proper people in society, are going to utilize, right? And I think self-respect is, number one, an understanding that you don't know everything. It's cool. I accept my inadequacies in this life, but it's also giving yourself props that I have come from X to be X, Y, and Z. You feel me? And I have done these steps of things, these groups of things over and over again that have proved to myself that I'm ready for whatever comes forth before me. Why? Because I put my faith in the Most High that He will never give me anything I can't handle, right? And through self-development, we've understood that the amount of responsibility that we're going to have to take in is going to gradually increase. And that's okay. That's just proving to myself that I have proven that I can take on difficult tasks, more difficult, which come with more rewarding rewards, for lack of better terms, right? At the end of each of those things, right? Whether it be self-respect, whether it be self-confidence, whether it be self-realization, whether it be the realization of who I need to be and not be around. You understand? All of these are rewards of going through self-development. And so speaking more towards self-respect, like I said, is understanding my inadequacies, but it's also, like I said, giving myself props. And I think lastly, it's an understanding that the reason I'm going through this life is to move constantly from a place of being in the unknown to the known. And the process of going from the unknown to the known is a difficult one, right? Is one that's going to take time, is one that's going to be challenging, is one that is going to require me to dig down in the pits of what I didn't know was in me in order to get there. And it's going to be a constant battle, uphill battle of doing that your entire life. And once you have deeply understood this, I feel like whenever you can truly say I have formed a level of self-respect. Why? Because now I know that whatever happens, I'm ready for it. It doesn't matter. I don't have to know how things are going to play out. I have faith. I have proven these things to myself over and over, and now I'm just working. And through that, I think that you literally are given that self-respect, because regardless of if you're searching for it, you have done these things so much that whenever something comes up in life, someone comes up in life that is challenging you, that is pushing against you, that is wanting to belittle you, you will remember those times where, man, I've done enough, and I am enough, and I've built myself up enough to lean on to those things. You understand? And I think that like I said, I don't want us to get big heads about it, right? Because I think that a level of humility is required in self-respect, right? I think that in that process of moving from the unknown into the known, humility is big because you realize that anybody around you can be that person, be that thing. Any situation that you go through can be what shifts you from that unknown to the known. And a lot of those things that I said are going to be difficult are things that you have not even thought of. And it don't have to be nothing crazy, but you may go through the apple orchard and find the recipe to make the best pineapple pie or whatever the case like that. Like, it's just, you never know what's going to happen on this life, and you never know where or from who you're going to learn very valuable lessons is what I want to get on here and express to y'all, bro. You understand? And I say this all the time on this channel, and I could have said this in the beginning, but I had to speak in just terms of self-development before I say this because it holds so much weight, but I wanted y'all to understand, like, real background of it. I say this all the time. I feel like you can learn from a crackhead. Like, if you really pay attention and humble yourself down and are able to decipher what's really going on, you can learn from a crackhead. I promise you, you can. You just gotta pay attention to what's going on, bro, and the things around you. And that saying is something that I hold near and dear because it's the way that I'm able to become a better person through interactions with a person that in one point of my life I would have looked down on. And that don't mean that they were a better person than me or were not a better person than me. It could have been simply they didn't wear the clothes that I wore and I would look down upon them. Now it doesn't matter, bro. I know anybody could have the sauce for me. You feel me? And I think that through understanding that is where that self-respect comes in, bro. And so that's all I have to say, bro. That's really all I have to say, man. I guess I'll end it with the golden rule. Simply do unto others what you would want them to do unto you. Respect others, and most of the time they'll respect you back. Self-respect is something that, you know, in times of feeling lost and feeling unheard, can be something that we question. We all do it. We're all human. But I want you to understand this right here, bro. A lot of things in life are fleeting. A lot of things in life are fleeting. But what will never be fleeting, number one, is the Most High and the love and the care and the protection and the wisdom and the knowledge that he has and he has created and put out in this world for you, number one. But also, two, these feelings, these roller coasters of emotions, the same way you feel down, you can create almost tricks for your mind whenever you inside of these places that you can play on yourself in order to get you back up onto your high horse. And so far down this road, you get to making quote unquote tricks that are efficient, that are actually things that are positive for yourself. So I can now regulate whenever I'm down, knowing I can go to the gym. I can sit down and write. I can read on this book. I can be honest about some of my emotions out loud to myself and do these things in order to literally turn around the way that I'm feeling, you understand? And you start understanding that a lot of these things just be subjective to what's going on currently. And that's all. That's a lot of what things be. So I say that the only remedy remedy to that is self-development, is doing things so that we are always in a space, always in a situation, whether it be a relationship, whether it be a job, whether it be a career path, whether it be a dream chase, whatever, that is always supporting a life that we want to live or see for ourselves. Or if not, know that we are in a phase or in a stage that is going to get us to where we want to go. And I think that in doing that, in moving from the unknown to the known, is how we find proper placement inside of this life. You understand what I'm saying? It's how we find, it's the real pursuit of happiness. You understand? Because I think that in this pursuit of happiness, it's not just I do so much and then I get there. I think that things are constantly changing. I'm constantly in this battle that I have to keep maneuvering the entire time to pursue this happiness. And sometimes I finally get it, and I get it, but it doesn't stay. It jump, skip, hop, whatever it does, and now I gotta mimic these moves. I have to go through life in certain ways. I have to start seeing things throughout this so that I can possibly hold on to that happiness that I have pursued just a little while longer the next time I get it. And then it goes away. And I do more things to get it to more things so that I can hold on to the happiness a little bit longer the next time I get it. I think that a lot of us do things whenever we get to that happiness and it goes a couple of steps ahead. Instead of marching forward, we like to turn around. Whether that be self-destructing, loss of self-respect, blaming the people around us. You understand? Literally stopping right there where we're at, turning around and giving up. Whatever that is for us. You feel me? So yeah, man, I get the rambling, and I'm really passionate about that thing because I think that a lot of life is psychological, and I think that's why this is my major. This is the last thing I'm gonna say. If you really care, you know, if you're new watching this video, and I'm gonna still say it, but these for like people that been here. I'm 81% done with my degree after this semester, so that was cool to see that today. I got literally like 97. I got like 23 credits left until I graduate, so I'm happy about it, man. Who would have thought I'm gonna graduate college? Like, that's crazy, son. But I have nothing more than that to say. If you want to watch more of my vids, see what I do, sometimes I just come on here and just talk about life, and it's not necessarily no real like advice. It's just more so what's going on in my day-to-day. I might just explain what happened, you understand? But if you kind of mess with where I was going and what I said, then hey, come stay and kick it with us for the long term. Permanently be here. You know what I'm getting at. What button you should be hitting right now. But I have nothing more than that to say. Besides, through him, you've conquered all. Through him, it had been already done. I'm out of here.
I went through hell and back, and I came back a better me. Said this so many times, but I swear I finally see